Hi, good evening. This is Valerie Milano. I'm the senior editor of the Hollywood Times, and I'm also with Aspiring Magazine. And I'm so glad to have our host today. I'm talking here from Palm Springs. Natalie, please introduce yourself and where you're at right now.
Hi, I'm Natalie Bailey. I'm in Palm Springs at the International Film Festival. I'm in the back of a vehicle. I'm getting driven by this lovely man right here. We're coming back from a fantastic retreat that was put on for some of the filmmakers.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks for telling us about that because, see, we don't, us journalists that are covering it, we don't get to hear about the inside scoop. So I hope today's retreat went well for you. Did
It
it?
was fantastic. It was at Annenberg at their historic house. Sunnyland, sorry, the Annenbergs got help, which is great to get it right.
Okay.
At Sunnylands, the Annenbergs historic house. So it was wonderful to be there.
Sweet. And where are you from, Natalie?
I'm from Australia.
Yes, I hear it. I'm going to talk a little bit about your film and then we'll go into the Q&A. The film is called Audrey and it's an Australian dark comedy that tells the story of quite a dysfunctional family whose mother, Ronnie, faces herself as a mother of the year type. She has big dreams for her daughter, Audrey, and no real expectations for her disabled other daughter, Nora. But Audrey wants nothing more than to be a regular teenager, while Nora aspires to be more than what her mother has in mind for her. When Audrey suffers an accident and falls into a deep coma, the obsessed stage mother decides to keep her dreams alive by assuming Audrey's identity. Filmmaker Natalie Bailey, that we have here today, directs this story written by Lou Sands, who also co produced the film with Bailey. And yes, Natalie, this is an unusual comedy with very dark and disturbing overtones about an obsessed mother seemingly trying to live vicariously through her daughter. How did you come to direct this story written by your co producer, Lou Sands?
It was pitched to me at a speed dating event, but a speed dating event for producers and directors, basically. Sorry, producers and writers. So she pitched to me several ideas. Most of them, I work in television as well. And most that she pitched to me was TV, but this film really took my interest. So I loved it. I loved Lou's sense of humor. Just as a person, I could tell she was going to be a great writer. She's funny. She comes from being a stand-up. Her background's as a stand-up comedian. So I was really excited about reading it.
Beautiful. Is Lou out here at the Palm Springs Film Festival?
No, she isn't. They could only bring one of us out. We do like to come out together as a double act, but it's a long way to bring someone.
Absolutely. And how long will you be here at the festival?
I'm here until Friday morning. So we have another screening on Thursday night, and I'll be doing a Q&A at that screening at Palm Springs High School.
Okay. You've shown this film to several groups of American audiences and festivals. What has been their response?
It's been great, actually, and they get more than I think that people will. Americans, one of our biggest influences, or for me, is tonally is Todd Solondz, who is an American filmmaker, and many other filmmakers. Even Gus Van Sant's To Die For is also an inspiration for this. So I think it tonally fits into that American indie cinema bracket. So
Nice.
yeah, I feel like the audience responds very well to it. So we premiered at South by Southwest in Austin, and it was great as well. Really fantastic responses.
Wonderful to hear. So the cast is amazing as well, starting with Jackie Von Beek, who plays Ronnie, and Jeremy Lindsay Taylor, who plays Cormack, the long-suffering dad who has his own agenda. Have you worked with these two actors before, and how did you come to cast them?
No, they were both fairly new to me. And because I work a lot in England, my knowledge of Australian and New Zealand actors is actually really poor, except the ones that have gone off to Hollywood. It was it, it's a really tricky process casting, as everyone knows. And the people who are financially backing you really want to find these big famous names. So you go out and reach out to people. But we were lucky because Jackie's really well respected in New Zealand and has a cult following with people. She's a writer, director, actor, and she made her own films in her own rights. When she came on board, she was the perfect person for it. She will go 150% for you and is such a wonderful collaborator. And Jeremy Lindsay Taylor is just he's been around in Australian television and film for a very long time. He used to be a bit of I suppose, a heartbreaker kind of guy. So he's beautiful because he's so good at playing, I hope you agree, the sad clown, but then changes so perfectly to be quite sexy. It's such a wonderful transformation. So they just both were born to play these roles.
I agree with you very much. And the two daughters, Josephine Blazier and as Audrey, and Hannah Deviney as Nora, play typical siblings who are at odds with their parents, as most kids are at that age. Were these parts difficult to cast, particularly when it came to casting the part of the disabled daughter?
Yes, it was. It was difficult because it was always written as Nora was always written as a character with a disability, and in particular cerebral palsy. And as you can imagine, the community of teenage girls who can play a teenager who are witty and have cerebral palsy is it's a very narrow field of people that it doesn't exist. So when we came across Josephine, we did a chemistry test with Jackie, who plays Ronnie, and Josephine was great because we all got off the call and we're like, oh God, we're so scared of her. We're so scared. She did such a frightening version of Audrey that we just went, yes, she's the one. She's the one.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great job. So I know you're here at the festival in Palm Springs, and what is next for the film?
Yes, we've just released in Australia, in cinemas in Australia. That was in November. Next for the film, at the moment, it's in Australia and New Zealand. It's in its and by stage, and we'll go on to future things for there. I won't reveal what yet. We're looking forward to. We're in that process of distribution at the moment, and worldwide distribution around. We've got sales agents and distributors, so they're just doing their job at the moment, getting it out there. So hopefully, we'll be coming to a cinema to have a little bit of a more release around. And oh, sorry,
It's okay.
very unfortunate frame that landed on. It's just switched over to Wi-Fi. We are coming to, so we're just in that process of distribution, and they're selling it. And so I'm now at that point of setting up the next film.
Excellent. Can you talk about what you're going to work on next?
It's a bit too early, but it's a bit too early for it. But it'll be another Australian film.
Okay. Tell us, so you're going to make sure you keep us posted, because we're the HollywoodTimes.today and aspiringmagazine.com, and our YouTube channel is the Hollywood Times Official. How can our viewers and our readers find out more about the film or about your work? Let us know. Social media, website, what?
Yes, my work. Yes, IMDb. I've done a lot of television for HBO and for Apple. I've got a new series coming out. That's not I directed on it. That'll come out in Apple at the end of next year. But for the film, best to just follow me on IMDb or I have a little Instagram, NB Director, and you can see what I'm up to, where I am. I promoted this film a lot.
Yes, worth promoting, and we will be doing the same, promoting it out there for you. And hopefully that maybe we can meet in person sometime out here in Palm Springs or somewhere else in the near future.
Be wonderful. It's
Great.
such a beautiful place. I hope everyone gets to come here.
Yes, it is. Thank you, and have a great rest of your time here at the festival, and pleasure to meet you and see your film. And I thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Natalie. Thank you. Bye-bye.